Hey.
Hey. Well,
I
that
feel
was
like
fun.
we just hop on yeah. So, welcome to the live. Woo.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Let me just stop. I'm writing out a to-do list.
that was a fun conversation.
Yeah. It went well.
It did.
So,
Let me shut my door.
okay, cool. Jeez, that was loud. So, happy Saturday to no one because no one's hopped on the
Happy
live. Oh, one
Saturday.
person here.
We're going to keep it light today.
Yes, because I feel like the last few have been really heavy. And we want to have joy today, not talk about the dumpster fire that is the world. So, light
Yeah,
and airy.
no
Yeah.
crap talk today.
Anyway, we'll go back to that next week, I think. I think we're going to have some updates. There's a lot of stuff. I will say, if there are things that you don't like that are going through your government, call. Their numbers are listed. Call your senators, call your congresspeople, call. Emails are great. Calling is better. Calling creates more action. So just putting that out there. Call. So I've already called my U.S. Senator twice in 2 days. So, okay. Anyway, light and airy now. Are you frozen? Or are you just that still?
I'm just that still.
Wow, I'm impressed.
I mean, I thought we weren't going to do that.
That's all.
Today.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
I'm done. I'm moving on.
So, I seen a ad that said that one scratch on a no stick pan can cause 1,000,000 microplasties. Have you heard about the microplasties?
No.
Okay. The microplasties is like microplastic, and apparently, this lady wrote a book.
Hey, Rhonda.
Hey, Rhonda. This lady wrote a book, right? And she studies microplastics. So what she is saying is,
Nope. We just started. We just
we just
started this book.
started. So what she's saying is, when you have plastic Tupperware or nonstick pans, and you heat it up, you get little microplasties in your food. And apparently, men retain the microplasties in their balls.
How does
So,
it get there if you ingest food?
and it's causing infertility.
Is this like evidence based or like
She wrote a book about it.
And a lot of people write books about a lot of things. Does that mean like it's been like this study has been peer reviewed and they've evaluated her?
Dude.
I don't know that. First of all, I'm like, how does something from heating up plastic? Rhonda. Okay, so Jesse's saying that this lady wrote a book about microplasties and saying like from like plastic Tupperwares or like nonstick pans, if you get a scratch or you heat up plastic and you're drink or in like eating out of like these bottled water, that the microplasties are stored in men's balls, which is causing infertility.
Yep.
I would like to know how she came to that conclusion based solely. I mean, I think that like glass is better for sure. I like glass better, but because plastic is man-made, right? Like plastic,
Right.
like it's like and it doesn't biodegrade or anything. So I use like an aluminum water bottle. I'm sure like stuff is going to come out about that, but
yeah. So,
yeah.
so here's my take. This is my take.
Okay.
So we're in the asbestos scare, right? Everybody's terrified of asbestos.
Yes.
So you know that right now, while you're breathing fresh air, it has asbestos in it.
Yes.
Like some things in life you can't avoid,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
You can't avoid not breathing, not eating. You can't avoid those things.
Okay.
Things are going to get in your body. You're going to pass,
Yes.
and yeah, I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. It's just we're in a weird time right now where everything is being over. Everything's being meticulously looked at.
Yeah, for
That
sure.
makes sense. Everything's like
But I guess for me, it's like meticulous to the point of like we don't have evidence. Like I believe in science, right? Like I do. I believe in science, and I believe that like yes, like I have a master's degree in like human science or
mm,
social science,
mm.
but like you approach research from like the same standpoint for anything, and that is like your methodology, like your hypothesis. Did you have good control? So for me, it's just like how good of studies are these? And also like are they peer reviewed and are they finding that this is the case in a large majority of studies? Does that make sense what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I think you could do one study and come to conclusion about pretty much anything, but unless it's like the whole point of like if you set up a good study, it can be replicated and you can get the same or similar results.
So
I'm not a scientist,
this
but
is what this is what I'm thinking.
okay.
Okay, so hear me out
Think away.
because I drink from a
Okay,
lot of
Rhonda.
I
Mhm.
drink from a lot of bottles every day, bottles of water.
Yeah.
Uh, I eat food out of Tupperware. I eat
Mhm.
food out of Ziploc bags.
Mhm.
I bet you I'll probably pee plastic.
Stop. I'm trying not to laugh at you. Shut up. Maybe you should like test your pee.
Maybe not.
Why why are we talking about this? Like just just
You put your picture up, your dragonflies. It's so
yeah, you
pretty.
see it? You
Yeah,
like it?
it's pretty. I love it. Show it to everybody.
I painted. Well, I started painting it last night and it did not look like this, but I let it dry. It was like just like colors like flopped, and then I added like the foliage and the butterflies this morning. I watched Ellen Crummy Trent. She is she has a watercolor YouTube channel. She's like a professional artist. And she has like really excellent tutorials. She was one of the ones I started like when I first started watercoloring. So I enjoy her stuff a lot. Because she makes art fun. She's like, just play with it. And it's not like serious technique and all that stuff. So I like it. Thank you. I like my
I
dragon.
love it. I
Yeah,
think
thank
it's
you.
awesome.
It was fun to paint. It was a very much trust the process painting. I
Mm.
like I think I said something on my Instagram this morning that I was like, sometimes like you'll start like if you do any type of art, whether it be like draw, write, watercolor, anything, I think don't give up like mid painting because if you trust the process, a lot of times they don't look good from start. But if you
Yeah.
trust the process and like go through it, then eventually it will look nice. So trust the process. And sometimes you got to create ugly art to make good art. You know what I mean? Thank you,
Yeah.
Rhonda. I appreciate that. But yeah, sometimes like you're going to paint something and you're going to hate it and be like,
Yeah.
it's so ugly. But like, trust the process. Yes. So there are two YouTube channels that I absolutely love for watercoloring, Lacey. So Ellen Crimmy Trent, it's Crimi and then Trent Trent. She is really good and I feel like she kind of keeps light art whimsical and fun. And she's like, just play, just play. Like she says that a lot. And her sound effects, like when she does her brushes, she's like, you just go whoosh, like, I think it's funny. And then I also watch Emma Lefave. It's Lefeve, I think. She's a really good like teacher when it comes to like technique, especially if you're interested in like flowers. She's really good. Those were the 2, and Shada Campbell, but I feel like Shada Campbell, like, if you watch her older videos, they're really, really good, like, for newbie watercolorists. But I personally like Ellen Crumey Trent and Emma LaFave the best, just because of the way they teach, and they have like a huge list of like, or they have like huge playlists and a lot of videos. You can go way back because they have like hundreds of thousands of subscribers. Thank you, thank you. I love flowers. Like I love that's kind of like what I started with when I started watercoloring was flowers, and I'm trying to branch out. Because it's fun. I think it's fun. I have sketchbooks full of watercolors, but I've also, like, tried to paint cats before, like, I had a cat. I need to see if I can find it. I tried to, like, paint a cat one time, and then I was like, "Why does he look like a bouncer?" Because he's, like, big swole. It's so fun. You remember that, Jesse?
I remember.
I was like, "Why does he look like that?" He looks like he's gonna beat me up. So, it was fun, it was fun. Okay, Rhonda said yes, yes. I think our bodies do a pretty good job for the most part of like cleaning us out, right? I
Yeah.
could be wrong, Rhonda, but I think we take care. We just do the best we can in the world we live in, and that's it, right? So, but yes, if I okay, so back to watercoloring because I love some watercoloring. If I just, I always just recommend just play, like kind of watercolor is like a weird, like it's an interesting medium because you have to learn like number 1, you have to learn, like, what's the good papers. Like, I personally like Arches watercolor paper. It's a little bit more expensive, but the watercolor behaves really well on it, and I just recommend, like, playing with it, like, learning, like, mixing colors, color theory, all of that stuff. Emma LaFave, she has so many, like, beginner watercolor playlists on her channel. I learned so much about color theory from her, and, like, creating, like, the color wheel and complementary colors and all that stuff. It was fun. I enjoyed it. I'm already boring Jesse, and we're only 12 minutes in.
No, you're good.
I'm just messing with you. But yeah, I have like a whole wall in here like that reminds me of where I started in my watercolor journey. So it's fun. But play and just know sometimes the stuff ain't gonna be what you want it to be. And that's okay. Just move on, leave it, and then come back to it is what I would recommend if you watercolor. I like it. It's very relaxing, and I watercolor my Hobonichis too. So if you are a thank you, Michelle. Lacey said, "Sorry, Jesse, I'm so interested." He is too. I like to give him a hard time, but
I'm scorekeeping right now because I've heard the word whimsical twice today.
I love
You
that. I
love
feel like
that word.
I do
You
because I feel like
love
that.
that
I
word.
feel like that describes like like the whimsy of things like that. So I just yeah, but I think like sometimes like don't give up. And because I feel like with watercolor, you have to get there's like a lot of factors with watercolor, in my opinion. And I think a lot of people say, like, you need good paper. I know good paper is expensive, but it's worth it. It'll make your art look a lot better. Um, I also would say, like, learn, like, I don't even think like the type of watercolor you use. Like, I have this is from Amazon. It's called Mungyo. It's like a watercolor palette, and my palette's always messy. But you get like lots of colors, and I mix them all the time. Some people like the tube watercolors. I like the can just because it's easy. This thing is like 30 something bucks on Amazon. Um, and then you have to learn like the water control because if you use too much water, it makes the paint look weird. But if you don't use enough water, it's like looks dry. So it's just playing around with it and having fun, basically. But also like if you paint in like a paper, like on paper that's not watercolor paper, it's going to behave differently than on paper that is watercolor paper because like watercolor paper is cotton, so it kind of like absorbs the water, whereas like most paper, like for example Tomoe River paper has like some type of coating on it, so it doesn't absorb the water, so it just sits there. Hey Gwen. So if you're like painting on Tomoe River paper, for example, you're not going to have like the same like bleeding effects that you have like on watercolor paper, um, and things like that. Like on here, example is like here, I bled in like so many different colors. not where the leaves are, but like kind of like around the side. Is the color that's going to be there. Yes, yes. If you get if you get professional grade watercolors, they are expensive. But if you just get a watercolor palette, yellow, and maybe like a burnt sienna, and like you can pretty much make any color you want out of those. Like you can mix all of them together and get a brown or a black. You can mix your blues with your yellows and make a green. If you put a little red in there, it might be like a brown green. Like you can start with a very limited palette and get good colors, or you can just buy I think these are like half pans, the ones I just showed. They're half pans, and I mix them. Like I don't just pull like most of the colors straight out like the pan. I like mix them all up to make the colors I want and just play. It's fun. Okay. There's my watercolor spill. But so I buy arches and then I cut them. Like this is like a half of an arches piece of paper. So what I do is just fold them and then I rip it. Like I fold it like forwards and backwards, and then I put a ruler around the side and rip it because I like the look it gives. It's kind of jagged. So that's my watercolor thing. But I love it. Like Jesse knows, like I used to say I sucked at art. I couldn't draw. Like I couldn't do anything. It was only within like the last 5 years
Yeah.
that I've like started doodling. Yes, arches. I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so then there's different types of paper. Okay, so then you have like cold press paper, and then you have hot press. I don't like hot press paper. I don't feel like you get good bleeding effects. Like I like my paintings to look like watercolor, and so I prefer cold press watercolor paper, Arches, Arches, and I get the cold press. They sell these at Michael's too, but they're really expensive at Michael's. For me, this is my favorite watercolor paper. I think hot press is more for if you're doing like really detailed watercolors, like where you're not like I do a lot of abstract stuff. Like this is abstract because this is not like it's not realistic. It's suggesting. You know what I mean? It's suggesting what like because if you look at the butterflies, they're not intricate.
That's not butterflies.
They suggest that it's a dragon. What did I? And I just do it for fun, but I love it. It's so much. I think it's relaxing. I did it last night. Paint on paper. Okay.
That's not butterflies. It's dragonflies.
I know. I know. I realized after I said butterflies, it's dragonflies. It's
Yeah.
dragonflies. I have done butterflies in the past.
I
I like
like
to,
it. It's pretty.
huh?
I
Thank
like it.
you. Thank you.
It
Thank you.
reminds me of a pond with cattails in the south.
There you go.
Like the
I feel,
pond like the pond next to our house. It
yeah.
reminds me of that.
Yeah.
'Cause,
Yeah.
during like when summertime comes, we'll see lots of dragonflies.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh,
So
yeah.
that's what it makes me
Yes.
think of.
Absolutely. That's what I like. So, yeah, that was fun to paint. And then I like to splatter. I think splattering is so much fun. And splattering is basically where hold on, let me get a paint. Like you take your paintbrush and you like get the thing wet, and then you like swirl it in the ink, and then you just take something else and like tap it like that to where like the paint just kind of splatters all over your paper. I think that like creates the coolest effect. It's so fun. So, Michelle, I think yes. I think you should make time for arts and craft stuff and find what you like. I think it's very relaxing. A watercolor live. Ooh, that'd be fun. Maybe we could do that one day. That would be fun. You guys like it's easy cuz like literally I'm going to show y'all. Hold on. If I can find my So this is the back of like a finished arches. So like what I do because I'm a messy painter is I put my paper on this thick piece of cardboard. Yes, Jesse should paint too. I like it. You down, Jesse?
Down to paint?
Do a watercolor live. That would be
Mhm.
fun.
Sure, why not?
But yeah, I put all my like when I'm painting on loose paper, I put it on here. So that way I don't make a mess. And as you can see, like both sides.
I'm a drawer though. Like I'm a number two pencil drawer.
Well,
Like
maybe
I draw. Like
maybe
when I
you
was
could draw and I could
when
paint.
like when and because you always say like you're so good at drawing,
You are.
but I put so many hours into it as a kid
Mhm.
because when you're you know at- coming up, that's all I had to do was draw. Wow, I
Mhm.
sit there and just draw all day, make little
Yeah.
comic panels and make little comic books and staple them together and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
it's been a long time though. I don't know if I can still do it to the level I used to.
But you probably could do yeah. I feel like you a sip and paint, that would be fun. I would be sipping coffee because I don't drink alcohol. But but yes, we could totally do that. That'd be fun. Sip and paint. We could do like a paint with me. That'd be fun, Jesse. Why are you making that
I'll,
face?
I'll do it.
It'd be fun. I think it would be fun. But I'm a firm believer. I used to not be. I used to think that being like having any type of artistic ability was like just something you were born with. But I have
No,
learned it's
no, it
not.
takes
It's just one of those
takes
things that,
practice.
huh?
It takes practice.
100%. It's
No,
like that
drawing,
repetitive.
dude. Drawing is just a skill that you
Hmm.
learn.
Yeah.
Like, say, like Tom McFarlane. He's a famous comic book
Hey,
drawer,
Linda.
right?
Hmm.
So Tom McFarlane, he's known for the guy who drew Spawn. Like
Yeah.
Spawn was the character. Like he has a documentary, and what he used to do is he would draw, and if he wasn't good at like drawing a hand or arm or something, he would spend his whole day just drawing arms or hands like over and over and over, like
Hmm.
until he got good at it. So that's all.
Yeah. I think it takes a lot of practice. They say to become an expert at something you have to do it 10,000 times. I don't know who they is, but I've heard that a lot. Like and it's like it goes back to that we always talk about like Kobe Bryant's Mamba mentality is like do it over and over and over again, repetitive, 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 repetitive. The more you do it, the better you get. I used to think the same thing, Linda. I promise you. What do you hear? I'm concerned. He's like paused and like has heard something. I but Linda, for real, I used to think the same thing, and Rhonda too, right? I used to think that I could not draw, paint, anything. And then when I can't remember, was it 20? Well, I started learning how to draw flowers because I started watching. I like decided one day that I was like, I'm gonna learn how to draw like line art flowers. Like I
Yeah.
did it and I watched a lot of YouTube videos and I like practice and I would draw the same exact flowers over and
That's what
over and
you did.
over and over again.
What you did after your procedure.
Yes, and then I had my
You,
hysterectomy and I couldn't do anything
yeah.
for like
You
6 weeks
spent. Yeah. You spent all your time. I remember. You spent all
painting,
your days laying in there.
painting,
I
and
just.
drawing.
I just killed a weird spider.
Did you?
Yeah.
Was it big? What does that mean?
He's big enough.
How big was it? Like show me.
No, he wasn't like it wasn't like a wolf spider.
Okay.
That's why I killed it. I've never seen this type of spider. It looked different. So I
How
was
did it
like,
look?
huh?
How did it look?
Like a spider with a big butt?
Like a
Yeah.
black widow?
No, not a
Oh,
black widow.
okay.
I'm not sure what it was. It's dead now.
Okay.
But
I don't know if any
he
of y'all
crawled like
huh?
it crawled across the floor, and I was like looking at it because I was trying to see like what kind of spider it was, and I was like, that ain't one of my friendlies. Cause I consider our wolf spiders friendlies. They're
Yeah, I
friends.
hate them. Them things
Yeah,
freak me out.
they're not gonna do anything. They're friends.
They're big. They're like
They're
humongous.
friends.
I'm gonna tell y'all a story.
They're friends.
There was a big old spider. And okay, I have this weird thing. Jesse knows it. If a spider is up high on a wall, I will not kill it because what if it jumps on me? That's it. I'm always like, what if it jumps on me? So one time there was a big old spider on the wall and Jesse went to kill it. And you know what it did? What it do, Jesse? It jumped. You told me they won't jump on you, but I saw it with my own eyes and they freaked me out. That's so cool. Oh, maybe it wasn't terrible, Linda. Maybe it was just like your own way of expressing yourself through art. Spiders freak me out. I don't like spiders.
Spiders are okay.
No. Did I tell you the other day it was last week. I was driving between two schools and I had on like a sweatshirt and I looked down and there was this like weird looking spider. It was little, but it was weird looking. It was sitting on my wrist. And I'm driving down the road. So I like freaked out and was like, oh, like doing that. And then I couldn't find it. You know where it was? It was on my shirt. So I just was like, I just took my shirt and I folded it and I squeezed it like that until I got to the school that I was going to because it freaked me out. I didn't tell you that story.
What did it look like?
It was like yellow or white. I don't know. It looked
That's
weird.
so friendly.
It was on me. If it's
And it
on me,
had,
it's not
like,
friendly.
I bet it had like long front arms like a crab.
Yes.
That's
What
so
is that?
that's so friendly.
It shouldn't have been on me.
He's
If
just
it's
saying,
on
hello.
me, it's huh?
He's just saying hello.
No, no. I don't accept that. I don't like spiders. They freak me out. They freak like bugs. Bugs in general freak me out.
He just
And
wants
like,
to,
huh?
he just wanted to say hey.
Well, he is deceased now
Yeah.
because he should have got on me. Yes. And if you live in this, like in the South, there's so many bugs. Like there's so many bugs in the South. Critters. When my son was little, my son shouted, Mom, there's a huge spider. Oh, wow. Yeah, no. I have sucked up spiders in the vacuum. They freak me out. I don't like them. You know this. Like, I know, like, every time I talk about this, you're like, I'm so dramatic, but I don't like spiders. They freak me out. I don't like them. Mm-mm. That's why I don't think I could ever go to Australia. Because have you seen the spiders in Australia?
They're fake.
They're huge.
They're fake.
They have big ass spiders in Australia. Yes, they do.
Fake. It's
They have
fake.
kangaroos that will like take your dog and try to drown them. Like there's some weird critters in Australia. Oh my gosh, no, no. I'm so happy that you're able to pick them up because nope.
I try to save the ones I can from Tiffany.
I don't usually kill them unless I have to. Usually I'm like, Jesse! And he'll like catch them and release them into the world. And I'm like,
They're
what
friends.
is they'll come back in the house.
They're friends.
I don't consider spiders to be friendly. They freak me out.
They're friends.
Oh yeah. Mm-mm. The poisonous ones. Nope.
What
What do we have? We have black widows and brown recluse.
Yeah.
spiders. Those are the
The
ones
2
you
to
have to
look
get rid
out for. The 2 to
of.
look out.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good question, Gwen. To all planners, if you could only have one planner accessory for a month, what would it be? Do I get to keep my pens and markers? I need to know the rules. Do I get to keep my pens and markers? If I get to keep my pens and markers, I'm going to say washi tape. But if I don't, if I only get my pen, okay, cool. Washi tape. I would say washi tape. I feel like washi tape is versatile and adds good decoration. What about you, Jesse?
A notebook.
That's already okay. A notebook. What about you, Gwen? What would you pick? That's a really good question. What is your face for?
Hmm?
What is that face you're making?
I don't know.
Stickers. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I gotta stick with my washi, man. I like my washi tape. I feel like washi tape adds. Oh, but page flags too. Like I don't know that I can function
Keeping
without.
it light.
Huh?
I'm keeping it light. See how I'm wearing my hat? It's light. I'm keeping it
Light,
yeah,
light and airy
light.
today. I love it.
It's a
All right.
light day.
Well, Linda's got it easy because she's like pen and planner. Cool. If I get my pens and markers, like I'm going washi tape as an accessory. And then if I can get an alternate, then I would pick my cute tabby page flags. What would you pick, Gwen? Rhonda says stickers. Did you see another spider?
No, I
Oh,
heard a sound.
you heard a what?
Sound
Oh,
outside.
like outside the house?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't see anything.
It's the neighbors getting in and out of their car.
Oh, okay. Stickers, yeah. Okay, I got you. Somebody would watch your stuff on YouTube because there are people out there who are very minimalistic and just use pens.
Dude, no offense, no offense to anybody. But if people watch my stuff, they will watch your stuff.
Absolutely. I'm just like because Jesse just pen and then he'll come in with my tombos every once in a while. Huh?
I do Tombos every video.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Well then Tombo. He uses pens and Tombo. Okay, me, what is your question?
We're not taking questions. Don't even ask.
Jesse. Is this
We're
gonna be
not
a
dumb.
my one boundary that will never change? That's a good one. What is your boundary?
My boundary?
What is your one
What's
boundary that you've set that you will never change?
a boundary I set that I never change?
Hmm.
Do I need to say it?
What?
Do I need to say it?
Yeah, say it. She's asking. Rhonda's asking, what is the one boundary you will never change?
The boundaries I'm putting on people.
Which are
I don't have crap to do with them.
okay.
I don't want to hear what they got to say. I don't care about their opinion.
Hmm.
As far as me and that person goes, they don't exist. And I feel like if like you know we're keeping it light today. So this is what I'm gonna say. We're keeping it light today. But if you don't agree that I don't like Donald Trump and it makes you feel some type of way, then don't talk to me.
Yep.
You don't have you don't have to tell me that you don't like it. You don't have to
Yeah.
tell me anything. Just don't like it and don't talk to me.
Yeah. Yep. I like that one. That's a good one. So for me, a hard boundary that I have, I can say like professionally, for work. I'll say that one. Who
Bro,
is
we
me?
block them. Bye bye.
I can't. Hold on. Hold on. What were they asking? Something about Mr. Beast. I don't watch Mr. Beast.
Nobody cares. We're not
Okay.
10.
Anyway, mine is I have like a hard boundary that I don't put my work email on my personal phone. That's a hard
Yeah.
boundary that will stay that way.
Yeah.
Unless I'm in private practice, then that's a little bit different. And then yes, I just don't
I'm
tolerate
a,
I don't tolerate bullshit. Like if you
I'm a,
come at me talking crazy, I will cut you off and be done. Why are you poking me? I was talking.
I'm
Why
gonna
are you?
I'm gonna run to the bathroom, and when I
Mhm.
come back, I got something to say.
Okay, thanks for the announcement, sir.
Yes.
Yes. So like I think somebody came on a video that I have this week. Um my flip. No, I'm with you, Rhonda. I don't The only thing I have in my personal phone that relates to work is my work group we have a group text. And that's for like little stuff, but nothing like serious. But I will never ever again in my life. And I think a lot of people burn out because they're constantly like, if I see it, I have to take action. That's how I feel about it. And so I give my all at work. And so when I'm on my own personal time, guess what I'm doing? I'm on personal time. I'm spending time with my family. I'm doing things I like and all that stuff. But for a long time, I did not have that boundary on my personal phone I pay for. I'm not putting it on there. But yes, I also don't tolerate negative comments to come into my space. I will, if you come on my lives talking crazy, I'll put you in timeout. That's right. That's right. What were you gonna say, Jesse, before you exited the building?
Uh, yeah. After a few days of thinking about my video about bounce,
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I explain myself well. And I do that sometimes. Sometimes I'll say something, and then a few days later, I'll be like, I could have said it a whole lot better. But I think my whole thing with the boundaries that I didn't say was because I mentioned that I've gotten better. I've gotten better with boundaries.
Hmm.
Um, but I will say that I used to be really forgiving of people. People could do me wrong, and I would, I'm like, I gotta forgive them. Obviously the Bible teaches about forgiveness, but not saying I don't forgive people. But what I'm saying is, I would forgive them and then go back to that relationship that never changed, right?
Yeah.
So the relationship, like between me and somebody, never changed. It was just a cycle of the same thing happening over and over and over.
Yeah.
So I think where I've grown as a person is like I can set a boundary. I don't have to. I can forgive you for what you did.
Hmm.
I can do that, but that does not mean I have to be your friend still.
Absolutely.
So I can forgive you. We don't have to be friends anymore,
Hmm. Hmm.
right? And my life goes on. It's like that's where my speech to our daughter comes today. The flash in the pan, right?
Yeah.
The flash in the pan. So
Yeah.
that's kind of where it derived from. Is like sometimes these relationships are just flashes in the pan where it happens, it's over
Hmm.
with, done, you
Yeah.
go on. You
Yeah.
know,
For
you go.
sure.
Not all relationships are built the same. Not all of them are meant to last forever.
Hmm.
In life, we sometimes we're a bit like fish. We swim through life, we school, we meet other fish, and we swim on. I mean, it's just
Mhm.
it's how it is, you know. And that's how I kind of view it now. Like when I look at my life and the people I want around me, like obviously I want you. I want you to be right there next to me the rest of my life. And same with our girls, you
Yeah,
know. And you see it with my parents. Like I love my parents, but
right.
because of some of their ways, you've seen it. Like I've
Yeah,
distanced myself, and I only allow the time. The time they get with me is the time I allow.
yeah, yeah,
So that's how I'm living these days.
right,
When I
right.
ma- when I made that video, that's
Yeah. I
um,
think you got that across, though, in
oh
that
yeah,
video.
and well, well, that was more about comments that were being made toward me and you on what we believe in. You
Yeah,
know, like if you think because I care about families being broken up and stuff, if you think that's crap, then like you don't have to tell me that. Like
right.
keep it to yourself.
Yes.
Like, you know what I mean? Or
Yeah,
you don't have to comment on a video do you think it's crap.
yeah.
Like
That
like
it was
okay, so
disgusting.
okay, you know what? There's so many TV shows that I don't like,
Mhm,
and
just don't
because
watch it.
I don't like them, I don't watch them.
Mhm. Yeah,
So why in the world do you wanna watch something you don't like?
yeah,
Why do you watch
absolutely.
something you don't wanna hear?
Yeah.
It's like it's ludicrous. It's like ludicrous thought, right? Like, "This is crap, but Imma watch it." Like,
Yeah,
who does that?
yeah. No, I don't
Or
I
you
don't
have to type a comment. "Yeah, this is crap, I don't like it." Like,
you can just turn it
okay.
off, you know?
What do you
Yeah.
want me to do? Do you want me to put a Trump shirt on and say, "I love Trump so much, oh my god"? I mean,
No,
is that
no.
what when you type that comment, is that your expectation? Like,
Yes.
you get on there and you say, "I didn't like you talking about Trump."
Yeah.
Like, is
It
the
was yeah.
expectation
It was to tell
of,
me
like,
it
me
was
showing up in a
disgusting.
Trump
I'm
shirt saying,
disgusting.
"You're so right. Oh my god, you're so right."
I can't wait to get my new sweatshirt because
So,
I'm gonna be wearing that thing. Anyway, yes. No,
that's
I agree. Like, yes, you're not gonna change my mind. Like that, yeah.
oh,
So like you can say whatever you want, but also like you're not gonna change my mind. Like I believe that we should treat people as nothing less than humans. I believe that we should be kind, compassionate people, regardless
yeah.
of your social status in life or anything like that. I believe we
Yeah.
should just be kind humans. And so yeah, we're supposed to keep it light, Jesse. Uh
I'm keeping it light. See?
so
Look,
yeah,
see? Keeping it light.
yeah. Uh, yeah, and Rhonda, I think yes. I think change behavior is a good indicator of things, right? But I'm a firm believer because I say this to Jesse all the time. Like when people show you who somebody said this, I wish I could credit whoever said this, but it's just wonderful to think if when someone shows you who they are, believe them, don't believe their words, believe their actions are what really show is a person's character, in my opinion. You can say everything, but like what are you doing, you
Yeah.
know? um Thank you, Linda, I'm with you. If I start watching a YouTube video and it's not for me, I don't like it, I just turn it off. Or if like I'm like scrolling through like my YouTube like homepage and like
Mm.
there's a video and I'm like, "Oh, I'm not interested in that." Like I don't tell them like, "Ugh, why would you put this on the internet? No one's interested." I just
Yeah,
like move on because
yeah.
like your time and your energy are like your most valuable assets.
Just
So
move on.
why are you wasting your time? Yes, I'm with you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I get what you're saying. And I think where we live too, right? Like we're thank you, Gwen. I thought it was her, but I wish okay. Thank you, Gwen. That was Maya Angelou that said that. I quote a lot of her stuff, by the way. And I read so much stuff that everything gets jumbled up. I need to keep like a book of quotes. That needs to be a new planner project of mine.
Yeah,
Because I didn't come up, I don't want
I
to take
think
credit.
yeah, I think because we live in Alabama, most people
Yeah.
assume assume me to be that way till they talk to me. And
Yeah.
they get hit with the reality check.
Yeah. 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 Yep.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yep. But yeah, so I don't like I just I don't see like I guess this is not an airport. You don't have to announce your arrival or departure, in my opinion.
Okay.
Like I've lost a lot of subscribers um since before the election
Yeah.
because subscribers and followers because of like it's obvious like people who were following me don't share my beliefs and I'm cool with that. Like if I I feel like every time I tell Jesse all the time every time we go live I lose like 10 followers 10 subscribers on YouTube. uh and I just laugh because I'm like cool, like those are not folks I necessarily want watching my stuff,
Yeah.
so maybe they do need to, but yeah, I am not an airport. I don't need that announcement. Um, so I just it's all good. But yeah, if I watch something and I don't like it, I might like look off, like have a thought, oh, they're stupid or they're an idiot. I don't feel the need to tell people that. I just go on
Yeah.
about my business because that's not productive. It's not productive to be,
But
you know,
we're in a weird space, like with Twitter. Like everybody's got an opinion now. Like
yeah, I
people
hate Twitter.
go and vent their opinions.
Yeah. Well, I
So
think it's
internet.
easy to like be. So I kind of live by the rule of like if I would not say that to a person like to their face, like face to face with them, I'm not going to say it online. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if I would not say it, like if that person was standing in front of me and we're having a conversation and I was not bold enough to make that statement to them in
Yeah.
person, if they were right in front of me, I'm not saying it online
Right.
because I think it's cowardly to stand behind a keyboard and say ugly things when you can't say that to someone's face. And so that's how what I live by is if I'm not saying it to you to your face, I'm not saying it out. Like I'm not
Yeah.
going to type it like this is, you know? Rhonda, she got banned. That's too funny.
Yeah. Yeah. Twitter's a little bit flipped the freedom of speech thing.
Oh yeah.
It's only freedom of speech if you're on that side.
I think a lot of people have gone over to Blue Sky. I think a lot like there's a like Blue Sky is like really taken off. A lot
Yeah.
of people have left Twitter to go to Blue Sky.
Yeah.
Like I think like Blue Sky doesn't have all the features Twitter has, but it's I think a lot of
It'll,
people are finding
it'll
it's
get there.
adequate.
It'll get there.
I mean, hey,
Dude, not just because you're white don't mean you support Trump.
no.
That's like I need to put that out there. Like there's white folks that don't like Trump.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
And I'll be honest, like with anybody, like before the whole presidential thing, I mean, I wasn't his biggest fan, but I didn't really take issue. But it seems like as soon as he hit office, I just wish him the best and his followers. I think it's the people that ruin it more than him, though. Like
No, he's
the
a
the
vile
people,
creature.
the people who support him, because they just like that taking out the trash comment. I can't get that out my head.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
you call people trash. Like you
Call people trash.
know people that's different from you, they're trash.
Mhm.
Like
Mhm.
that's just,
Yeah, no. Blue Sky is very similar to the way Twitter is set up. I have a Blue Sky. I haven't posted anything on it. I just kind of went over there in case I. Oh, really? Creepy men on Blue Sky? Ugh, gross. I don't know. I have it. I just haven't been on there. I like Substack.
dude.
Um,
There's creepy men on everything.
there
You can't
is.
escape creepy men.
I block people a lot on stuff.
You can't escape creepy men.
No, I block. I've had many propositions on Instagram of
Pre-
dudes wanting to be my sugar daddy, and I just block them. Jesse's like, I do all the time. Like it's creepy, so I just block them. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I think Gwen, like what bothers me
Yeah,
about that is
I agree with that.
it took it why does it have to take it affecting you before you see what's happening is wrong? I think that's where but honestly, there are people that truly believe RFK is going to make America healthy again. There are truly people who believe that. And I am like, what? Like, dude is a heroin addict that pumps steroids. And like so yeah. Linda, it's weird. Like, it's weird and creepy.
Nobody, my sugar daddy.
I get yeah, and then I get like weird, creepy men that try to friend request me on Facebook too, and I just block them. Block. Oh, I got so many people blocked. It's not even funny. I got so many people blocked. I don't even know who all I got blocked, but I just no. Rhonda, I could never go wild because it just seems so chaotic to me. And that does not look like a good time. I could be wrong. I would probably go to like Galentine's with a plan. Is that in Atlanta? That looks like it would be a good time because it's not overwhelming. But I feel like Go Wild does not look like a good time to me. Like I think like it's cool if that's what you like, but like for me, I would be so stressed out because of the number of people. Like I don't like being in too large a crowds of people. It makes me real uncomfortable. So, yeah, I'm with you, Gwen. I don't think there's a whole lot of intelligence happening in the world if we really believe that RFK is qualified to be over health and human services. So like he's over like not like cuz CPS falls under Health and Human Services. I don't know if you knew that, Jesse. Um so like and those are the agencies that are charged with like investigating allegations of abuse and neglect and things like that. And so they're already like struggling and very reactive and not proactive. And that is also concerning. So there's a lot of components and I'm like, I'm concerned. So
Yeah.
yeah. But Rhonda, would any of y'all ever Go Wild? Would you ever Go Wild, Jesse? Do you know what Go Wild is? It's
I
like
don't-
this really big planner conference that they like have every year annually. And it's
Now,
like,
now let me say this real quick.
okay.
How would I go to it and you're not going to it?
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
How would I go to it and you're not going to it?
I'm just asking, like, would that be something that ever interested you?
I don't even know what it is.
It's a planner conference.
Where's it at? In Atlanta?
No, they have it like different places. Gwen,
Well, maybe we should make an appearance. Book it for next year. We'll go.
because I don't know who runs it, but it seems like it's a good time. Like everyone seems to have fun, and it's not as big.
Yeah.
So Gwen would go. Tickets are high though. Like I was looking at the prices, I was like, and then you got to pay for accommodations. This is expensive, but that's cool. I think if I don't know if it would be a good return on my investment. Like number one, I think like the number of people freaks me out. Um, but I don't know that it would be a good return on my investment. I'm getting hot. Let me take my sweatshirt off. We went to the gym today. Struggling. Okay. Came up looking crazy. Rhonda, would you ever go wild? Is this on it? Okay. Sometimes I put my shirts on backwards. Cool. I would like for somebody just to report back if they do go. I would like to go to a pen show. I think that would be fun. Like a fountain pen show. Yeah, yeah. It just seems so crowded. So crowded. Because, like, I was looking at, like, Stationery Fest, and that looked really cool because there was, like, so many people there, but then it was like I saw all the people, like, so many vendors. When I say people, I meant vendors. But then I saw, like, how crowded it was, and I was like, I don't know that I would, like, do well in, like, those big, large crowds like that. So, yeah. But, yes, Atlanta usually has a pen show, Jesse.
Yeah.
That would be fun to go to, for fountain pens.
Yeah.
And then, Guap is in. Yeah. That would be fun, like, but a less hectic version in Alabama would be a good time. I think that, like, if there's, like, a limit of, like, number, like, I can't do thousands of people. My friend Tiffany has planned, she's says, and so she was like, "If you ever wanna plan one, let me know." My most expensive planner item is probably my VDS Elysian cover and personal rings. That thing was expensive. It was my graduation gift to myself. Wow. What fountain pen? What fountain pen is your most expensive fountain pen? What kind of fountain pen is it? Y'all, this little fountain pen case I got off of Amazon with my Fetch Rewards points is awesome, by the way. I like it. And it zips. So I like a good fountain pen. I'm trying to decide, do I want a Pilot Vanishing Point for real, or am I cool with doing like the Jinhao dupes? I like fountain pens. Okay, Gwen, we need to meet up so you can write with fountain pens. I like the feel of them. I like the nib. I like the sound. And I also like that you can experiment with different inks, like shimmer inks, different colored inks that you can't always necessarily find in a pen. I also feel super fancy when I write with my fountain pens. Um, so I think they're fun. So you didn't feel like they anticipate. Are you talking about Go Wild wasn't prepared for that many people? Hey, E. We're trying to keep it light today because I have been an anxious and stressed out mess for like a month now. And so we said we're going to keep it light today and not talk about the orange man. We kind of talked about him a little bit, but not a whole lot. But okay, yes, I like fine point pens too. So this one is a fine nib, the Jinhao. I like it. This is a fun pen. It was only $20. And then I have some extra fine ones too. See, like if you like fine tips, um, they have like the extra fine fountain pens. We need to get together so you can write with my fountain pens and play with them. That's what we need to do, Glenn. I promise you it's coming. I'm just waiting on the soccer schedule. That's all I'm waiting on. So we know like the times of Sophia's games. And then once we have that, we're going to meet up Me, you, Monica, and Tori. We're gonna get together and we're gonna like drink coffee and play with our planners and stuff. That sounds like so much fun to me.
Where is Tori? She ain't on here today.
Uh-uh. She's probably got something going on.
Shout out to Tori.
Shout out to Tori. She's so funny to me.
The life of the party. What? I think maybe the wind or whatever outside's messing with our internet.
Yeah, we're supposed to get some thunderstorms. So Fetch is it's an app. It's called Fetch Rewards. I don't know if it would be available in the UK. You might could look and see. You just basically like take a picture of your receipts and they give you points. And then you can like use those points for like gift cards to buy stuff you don't need. Like I do. So you can get like Starbucks gift cards, Amazon gift cards, what other kind of gift cards? There's lots of different gift cards. So you have to have like so many points and you can cash those points in. Oh, you're talking about Stationery Fest. I got you. It was a lot of people there. It was a lot of people there at Stationery Fest. And I saw they're not having it this year because Daisy just had her baby. So that's Yoseka, Jesse, that does Stationery Fest in New York. They're in
Yeah.
Brooklyn. So yeah, I like money saving apps. Like I like anything where I can like get coupons or whatever. I'm all about it. Okay. But yes, Gwen, my first ever fountain pen that I got, the Bungu box is so pretty. The Bungu box is pretty. That's a pretty pen. Um so my first fountain pen was a Pilot Metropolitan and I was not crazy about it. And then I dropped it in nib first and broke the nib and just threw it in the trash. But then my second fountain pen, I still have it, is the Twisby Eco Purple. I love this pen. It's pretty. And I like how easy it is to fill because it's just one, like you just dip it in the ink and like twist the doodad up. And this is an extra fine and it writes really fine. I like it. My kids call these old fashioned pens. Yes, I agree. Lots of keyboard bullies out there, E. They wouldn't say it to my face, so that's all I'm saying. And that's how I look at things. If I wouldn't say it to you, I ain't saying it to nobody. But yes, we need to get you testing out fountain pens. My head's itching. Sorry. I had to wash my hair yesterday. Usually I can go a whole week, but I guess I sweated so much this week that my hair was really bad, so I had to wash it yesterday. I'm so random. Sorry. I would like to go to Barnes and Noble today, Jesse.
All right.
What's up? Anything you want to talk about? Like gassed out on me, buddy. Mine doesn't leak, Gwen. My fountain pen inks don't leak. I think it's the way that they're made. Like the ink only comes out like when you press down on the paper. I'm not really sure how that works, but because I'm not a fountain pen expert. No, what is upside? What is that? I haven't heard of that. But I have not had any problems with my fountain pens leaking. I've broken fountain pens being careless and dropping them like a dodo, but I don't have like I think my most expensive fountain pen I own is the one Jesse bought me for Christmas. It's my most expensive fountain pen that I own. I love this pen. It's the Twisby Eco Cafe Bronze, and I have a salted caramel. Um, it's the Diamond ink vent, like it's a shimmer ink. So pretty. It's a medium nib. So it does write kind of thick, but I like it. But this writes different than my other Twisby, and I think it's because the nib has a coating on it. Yeah, yep. Jesse has that exact same experience. The exact same experience. Now, I think Twisbys are great. I would recommend a Twisby as your first fountain pen because it's easy. It's an easy pen and it's easy to clean. It's easy to write with. It's just easy to maintain. I would always recommend a Twisby as a beginner fountain pen. I feel like I'm all over the place. But no, Gwen, the ink does not leak out in my fountain pens at all. Um, some inks, like I don't think all fountain pen inks are created equal. I don't like the sheen, like the extreme sheen, I think is what they're called for Diamond, because I feel like the ink is always like wet and it always smears no matter how long it dries. But for the most part, like I have enjoyed most of the fountain pen inks that I've used. I don't like really light fountain pen inks either, unless I'm painting with them. Hey, what are we eating for dinner tonight?
I have no clue.
I got nothing. You want to get pizza? You don't look enthused by that. What is this face? Are you stuck? I keep thinking you're stuck because you're so good at being still. It's insane.
I guess we could do pizza. Yeah.
That's up to you. I don't care. But yeah, we're supposed to get bad weather in a little bit. Like, I don't know. I don't know how bad it's gonna get, but we're supposed to get bad weather. Mm-hmm.
Nah, I'm keeping it light.
He's keeping it light. We have been trying so hard to keep conversation light because I think every day this week I have gone off on a rant
Yeah.
about the State of the Union
I've listened to a lot of rants this week.
by me because I've just gone off. I'm very angry at the world right now. And that's why I was like, "Will we go live?" I really like Jesse was like, "We're gonna keep it light." And I was like, "I was gonna ask you, can we just keep it light today?"
Yeah.
We can unpack other stuff like later, but I have been
Yeah.
calling. I've been calling my senator. She's an idiot, y'all. My senator is Katie Britt. I feel like people know who she is because she's a moron, but I hate her. But I have called her office twice and left her messages. What?
I'm keeping it
Sorry.
light.
Keeping it light. So I'm gonna call again tomorrow. Keeping it light. So Malaya has her first softball game Monday.
Yep.
Um, she had media day this week and took some cute softball pictures.
Yep.
That's a good time. She tries out for cheer in 2 weeks, and Sophie's soccer practice starts next week. So we are about to be some very busy bees. I'm gonna need you to stop yawning, mister.
Sorry.
Just messing with you.
It's the lighting, dude.
Is it? Is that what
Yeah.
that is?
Huh?
I'm just
The
messing with you.
lighting in this room is like just so chill.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got you. Okay. Okay, keeping it light and airy. Oh, we haven't talked about
What?
Kendrick Lamar at the Super Bowl.
I talked about it in my video.
You did talk about it in your video, but we haven't talked about it on live. Did
Okay.
y'all watch the Super Bowl and Kendrick Lamar's performance?
It's the only thing I watched.
Yeah, I watched the Super Bowl for a little while. One of Jesse's videos, I think you could hear me screaming when the
Why don't
Eagles
we
scored. Oh, okay.
talk about Drake's new album?
I haven't listened to it, so I can give no commentary on that. From what I've heard and what I've gathered, it's trash.
I don't know. It's just not that good.
Yeah.
That's all.
And
Not
can
good.
we talk? Can we talk
It's
about Serena
once you're
Williams for a minute?
okay, once you're like 37, 38 years old, like
Hmm.
it's not fun to sing about high school shit anymore.
No,
Yeah. Like so
no
that's
depth.
pretty much like you think about Drake in the context of like I was a big Drake fan back in like I think '08, '09.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I was in like my mid 20s, early
Mhm.
20s, somewhere in there. And
Mhm.
he was a young man and he's talking about young man stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now we're in our 40s, you can't keep talking about that. You gotta
Yeah.
talk about grown up stuff. So
Mhm.
that's like I transitioned from him to Kendrick Lamar because Kendrick Lamar talks about more grown up stuff as far as like social injustice. He makes the slave music that Drake likes to call it. So I love the type of music he makes.
Oh,
So,
I do too.
you know.
I do too.
And shout out to Drake for saying that because now I hate him forever.
Yeah.
Because
Well, he.
that's very disrespectful to
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What song was it? Drop. Drop. Was it? No. Was it Family?
It's family.
Family Matters. Yeah. 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 Um. So
It's very
yeah, I've lost a lot of respect for Drake, and also Drake can't.
yeah.
I agree with like what
Like
you're
he's
saying.
attacking women. On his new album. I listened to it by the way. He's attacking women
Of
as
course.
usual.
Hmm.
And then the slave music comment. I just can't. I can't.
Yeah.
He's just. I can't. I can't even listen to his old stuff no more because of that.
Hmm.
Like I'm forever affected because now I feel like that. I mean, he was raised by his white mom,
Hmm.
which is Jewish. He was raised Jewish, uh, and I think he he's not in touch with his dad's side of the family, which is black. He's not in touch with that side. He
No.
does he doesn't even know about black culture. He's just want to hear what he has to say.
No. I'm
So,
with you.
I mean, I did listen to him Friday. I gave him that chance, but like my coworker, he's like 21, I think. He's a big Drake fan, and he told his opinion to me was, uh, you'll never like Drake because you're a Kendrick fanboy. I'm a Kendrick fanboy, but like
Hold up. Say that again. Say that again
he
because you
said, I'll
froze up on
never
me.
like Drake because I'm a Kendrick fanboy. Now, let's put in perspective here. I was
Oh,
listening to Drake back in '08. This dude's 21. How old do you think he was in '08?
was he like even old enough to go to school?
So,
Yeah.
my point. My point is, Kendrick, his voice needs to be heard right now. Seeing the
100%.
current, seeing the current climate and condition that America's in, his voice needs to be heard right now.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
and I think Gwen, I think Kendrick addressed it when he said it's more than the music, right? Like this is more than the music. Like
yeah, yeah,
so yeah, but I agree. Drake has, monetized and
yeah.
I
He
yeah,
did.
yeah,
He did.
off of black culture.
He did.
And and I have a big issue with him because he's always gone after women, right? Like and then
Yeah,
it's like he started and then the whole like how egotistical people are when they automatically assumed that Serena Williams was doing the sea walk at the Super Bowl because of Drake. She was doing the sea walk, I think for her more so because that was like she was up on a stage that she could do it and not be criticized and
yeah.
have to pay a fine like she did back when she did Wimbledon,
Mm.
like when she did do that. the media obliterated her. They were so freaking mean. Um,
Yeah. Well,
so it
they come after her husband too. You
Yeah,
know.
they did, and it's just ridiculous. So, but I love that her husband, like, he released some statement and I read it and it was just like, he's basically like, y'all are sad. Like there's something wrong with y'all. Um, what's the other reference? Yes, yes, yes. And she was excited to do it. I mean, she had a tennis skirt on for goodness sake. You know what I mean? Like for her, it was, that it was a moment that she was going to be praised for like she's like one of the greatest athletes to ever live. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like not just female athletes, like one of the greatest athletes
Well,
to ever live.
so yes, but okay. So you think about this, Tim. Think about this. 21-year-old coworker, for example. He thinks Drake's the greatest ever.
Yeah.
He doesn't know that Serena's famous because she's an awesome ass tennis player.
Yeah.
He thinks she's famous because they used to date.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how insane it's gotten.
Yes. Yes.
People don't know. Just like Kendrick with the Pulitzer Prize. There's,
Yeah.
I bet there's people arguing right now saying the only reason we know he's got one because he beefed with Drake.
Yeah. But that was well
Like me
before.
as a Kendrick fan, I knew he had one way before the
Yeah.
beef.
Oh yeah. Me too. Yeah.
But that's how it's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I think it's just again, it's just lack of education, but also Drake centered. But also, like
Yeah,
Drake ain't tough because he's out there suing everybody. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like, you
He,
his feelings are hurt.
him and LeBron remind me of each other.
So say
Him,
Drake.
him,
That was
him and
yeah,
LeBron remind me of each other a lot,
yeah, yeah,
just because of their fan base. Because
yeah.
LeBron fans are the same way. He can't do no wrong, and
I feel like LeBron and Drake fans are like the same fans.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
God love him. I love my brother, but my brother.
yeah,
Like, I was talking about, like, when the beef was happening, and I was like, "Euphoria" was amazing, right? Like, that was amazing. I listened to that song, I think, 277 times in
yeah.
2024, and, like, my brother's response is, "It's alright, because you gotta have that beat." And I'm like, "Which is you don't get it."
No, he didn't listen to the words.
Yeah, yeah. Yep. Yep, Gwen, they said she was glorifying gang culture is what, like, back in 2013 they did to her, you know? Yeah, yeah, and I mean, I loved it, like, when Serena was
How
out there,
how
I was like, "Oh, look at her."
how is sleepwalking glorifying gang culture?
That's the media, like, she's in a, primarily white sport, right?
Yeah,
That is, like, more like, and it's a sport for rich people, like that's the way they look at it. So like you look at 2013, like they faced a lot, like her and Venus, they faced a lot of like racism.
yeah,
They like people were so they did to her kind of like like the media and people did to her kind of like what they did to Michelle Obama when she was the first lady. They criticized her looks, her appearance, that she looks like a man, like all of this like this just crap that
still
is
do.
not only racist but also
They still
freaking
do. People
sexist. Yeah, they still do that crap.
say crap about it.
Yeah. So it makes me sick because like she's amazing. Like her and her sister both are amazing women. Like
Yeah,
that you should look up to them. Like they accomplished greatness. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And like I think is it no, I think Venus the one that's the clothing designer that
uh,
has like a clothing or maybe they have a clothing company together. I feel like I'm not as well versed, but Serena's married to one of the co-founders of Reddit.
yeah. I didn't know.
Yeah, he's like a bazillionaire, so, you know, and their kids are so cute. They have like a picture of like her and him and their 2 little kids. They're so cute. Okay, anyway, but yeah, I liked it. I thought it was great. I loved SZA. SZA was great. I loved it. And as always, there's like layers, layers upon layers upon layers upon layers. And the jeans got the jeans are sold out. That
Yeah,
Kendrick wore $1,200 jeans.
Yeah.
and they're sold out. Everybody was going crazy about them jeans. So I liked it. It was great. I love Kendrick, so I enjoyed it. Okay. Keeping it light, keeping it light.
Keep it
But it
right.
was a good halftime show, and I've been listening to Kendrick, which he's pretty much been on repeat for a long time, but okay. Super Bowl was good. We lost a bunch of people. Where'd everybody go? Yeah. Them jeans, man. The ladies were going crazy about they wanted the jeans because it took me back to like middle school and high school when I used to wear like the flared
Fair
leg
leg.
jeans, yes, that
Mm,
drug the ground.
yeah.
Yes. I was like, and we'd wear them with like our Birken. Well, I didn't have Birkenstocks because I was poor, but I had the knockoff Birkenstocks that you got at
Yeah.
Payless or Walmart. So yeah, but yeah, it was great. It was great. It was a great performance, and he won a ton of Grammys. And is anybody going to the Beyonce concerts? The tickets aren't really that bad in Atlanta. Yes, I love it. It was so good. Like
Yeah.
so good.
Now, I give Kendrick his flowers. I love Kendrick.
Yeah.
He's no future.
Shut
He's no
up.
future.
He loves Jesse, y'all.
He's no future.
Future be saying some off the wall crazy stuff, Jesse. Oh my God. Future's crazy. Future's got issues.
Yeah.
But Kendrick's breath control, like just and I was what did I tell somebody? What song is that in on Mr. Morale? That he says he's talking about Future the rapper that used to be married to Sierra. Jesse loves some Future. He loves some Future. I
Yeah.
I I think his mute like his beats is there's like a vibe to it, but his lyrics are trash. Like, I'm sorry. Jesse gonna fight me. I was happy for Jalen, yeah, and Devontae. Yep, yup. And Devontae got to score a touchdown. And that was awesome.
Yeah.
Um,
The Slim Reaper.
yeah, the Slim Reaper. I like that name because he is like that's every time I see him, I'm like, he's so little. He's
Yep.
skinny, but
I
he's
seen
so good.
seen him on campus last year.
Did you?
Yeah. He was I think he was touring some receivers around Bryant Hall.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, he's real skinny.
Yeah, he
But he's
is.
really tall though. Like he's tall.
Yeah, yeah. That's cool. That's cool. But yeah, I enjoyed it. It was nice to not see the Chiefs win. Um, I'm not trying to be a butthead. No, he's not on the same level as Kendrick. But when I tell you, like, when Jesse goes down the road, like he's likely like Future's usually like playing. Like
Mm.
that Jesse, how many times have you listened to We Don't Trust You? How many times have you listened to that?
A lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's my favorite album.
Yeah. Jesse listened to that one so many times. Like
Hmm.
every time I get in his car, he'd be playing it. He loves some Future.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, Kendrick was good. The dancers were awesome. They did a great job. And even like the four ladies that he was like talking with, like me and Malaya were talking about that on the way to school on was it Monday? And
Yeah.
she was like the way they were so like in sync with each other.
Mm.
Um yeah, I loved it. I loved it. It was so good. Hmm. But Kendrick did say that he runs 6 miles a day,
Yep.
so he could, you know,
Gotta have that win.
yeah, that wind.
Oh, he
What
did.
song was that? What song is that on? I know it's from Mr. Morale.
Huh?
What's it was off from one of them songs in Mr. Morale. He
Mm.
talks about it. He says it in one of those. I can't remember. I listened to it yesterday, but I can't remember which song it wasn't. Was it Rich Spirit?
I don't know.
It may have been. 11 times. Hmm.
I like his music, but I ain't living his lifestyle.
He better not be.
Nah, he got too many baby mamas.
Yeah, he does. He does. Some of his lyrics, though, I'm just like, dude,
Yeah.
really? But his music is a vibe. Like, you know what I mean? I
Mm.
do. I like to lift. I do like to lift weights to his music. I find it, I don't know. I feel like it goes. Oh, Lord. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that has happened that was enjoyable. Something fun, light.
Oh, it was a long week.
It was a long week. It was like I'm glad I have a 3-day weekend. Jesse doesn't, but I do. Um, and then we're not too far. He really did. He really did. He really did. Let's see. And E, your girl Dochi, I loved her Grammy performance. Did you watch it? Did you watch it like online, Jesse?
Nah.
It was really good because she did Denali's River and Catfish at the Grammys. But
No.
it was good. I love Dochi. I love her. She's so good.
You don't like Nicki Minaj?
Not a big fan.
Mm.
She's not one of my favorites. I think it's great that Doechii got some recognition. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
She's good. So he said, "Heck no,
What about
no,
Cardi?
we don't." Yeah, no, thank you, no, thank you.
No Cardi B?
I mean, I like some songs that I like listening to Cardi B rap in Spanish. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
When she raps in Spanish, like when
Mm.
she does those like collab songs, I don't speak Spanish, I don't understand Spanish, but it just sounds
It
really
sounds.
good.
Mm.
It sounds good. Because I've
Yeah.
been listening to Bad Bunny's new album, and I've enjoyed that one. I be wanting to dance when I
What
listen to that one. That's
about
another one that gets me hype.
uh,
I,
uh,
I like his new album.
what about Big Sexy?
Mm,
Sexy Red.
I
Yeah.
don't like. I,
No?
nothing.
No.
She's a hard pass for me. I don't like her music. Cardi's yes. Cardi keeps it real, and she is who she is, and I respect that.
Ooh.
I'm not a big fan of a lot of her music per se, but there are some
She's
songs.
she's a lot of personality.
She has a lot of personality.
Jesus Christ.
She's a lot. Yeah, yeah. Not a big fan of Glorilla.
Glorilla.
Glorilla. The youngsters really like her a lot.
Yeah.
She's got some good hype music though. Like I feel like there's like some music that like it's not like if you're looking at it like from the standpoint of quality, like maybe it's not my favorite, but there is music that like Glorilla, Cardi,
Sexy Red.
no, I don't listen to Sexy Red at all. That they have like music that I listen to like at the gym because it gets me hype. Um, yeah, I'm gonna leave Glorilla. I think Glorilla is for the younger people. Like Malaya loves Glorilla.
Mm.
She likes Doechii too. She likes Denial is a River. She loves that song. It's like her
Yeah.
jam. So we be jamming out to that in the car a lot.
I don't really listen to female rappers, but if I guess Nikki is probably my favorite female rapper.
Really interesting. I'm judging you.
Huh? I mean, it's not like I listen to her. Her I've listened to her more than anybody else. You know.
Hmm. Okay. So who do y'all listen to? Who's everybody else listen to?
I listen to Kendrick, Future, and Young Nudie. If
Mhm.
anybody knows who Young Nudie is in this chat, I'll send you $20.
You about to owe somebody some money.
Nah, nobody listen to Nudie.
My back's itching. Oh, I need to charge my Fitbit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get a new one soon because it's not staying charged up. I don't think anybody knows.
Nah, nobody knows who Young Nudie is.
Bum, 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 bum.
I think you would have to be from Atlanta to know about Nudie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have been listening. What have I been listening to? I've been listening my favorite, um, Chris Brown R&B, with jazz sometimes too. Cool, 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 cool. I like R&B. Um, I haven't been on a. I was on a out. I've been listening to Doechii, Kendrick, Beyonce
Yep.
the past like couple months. The 80s
Oh, The
music.
Cure. The Cure's a good band.
I like The Cure.
I like The Cure. I love 80s music, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm a big 80s. You know, because I was a baby in the 80s. So
Yeah. Yeah.
it's nostalgia.
Yeah. For sure. I'm like one of those. I listen to music on repeat for a long time, and then
Do you?
yes, I listen to like
Yeah.
I've
I
huh.
listen to so many varieties of music.
Hmm.
Like,
Does weekend? You told me the weekend had a new album out, right? I
yeah,
didn't listen. I
good.
haven't listened to it. I
You
haven't
need to
listened
listen
to it.
to it.
Bad Bunny. I
Good.
like Bad Bunny.
Hmm?
I said I like Bad Bunny. Why are you shaking your head?
Um, you like who you like.
I like who I like. I don't be judging you for liking Future. No, I'm just playing. I listen to Future too.
You could. You could judge me.
I listen to Future too though. I like to listen to his
He
music.
don't exactly make like married man music.
No, he's a vibe. Like that's the only way to describe his music. Like a vibe. But yeah, I'm on that kick right now where it's like Kendrick, Beyonce, Doechii, and then I'll
Yeah,
cycle to something else, and then I'll cycle. So I've listened to like Good Kid, Mad City a bunch of times. I've listened to Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers a bunch of times, GNX a bunch of times. I went back and re-listened to Damn like on repeat for a few days.
yeah.
Classical music. I liked to listen to classical music when I study. I find it relaxing. The movie with SZA and Kiki Palmer. Cool.
Ugh.
Is it in theaters? I like Beyonce. I like Lemonade Beyonce. Like that when that album came out, that was when I really started liking her as an artist because that album, yeah, I hate that she had to experience pain, but I liked that album a lot. It's a really good album. And I like Cowboy Carter. I like that one a lot too. I wasn't too crazy about her electronic album. The one that came out, Renaissance. Is that what it's called? Renaissance. It was okay. It wasn't
I
my
like
favorite.
Renaissance.
It was okay. Like there were some good songs on it, but
Yeah,
like, oh, it just wasn't my favorite.
I like
One
Beyonce.
of them days. I'll have to look into it.
I'm a Beyonce fan.
Yeah, yeah. I'm a Beyonce fan. I like I said, Lemonade was my is like one of my favorite albums in general. Like I love that album. It's so good.
I like Aaliyah a lot too.
Yeah, Leah.
See, I was a teenager in the '90s,
Yeah, same.
just like you.
Hmm.
So it's like Aaliyah, Tupac,
Yeah, yeah.
uh, Bone, Thugs and Harmony,
Hmm. Hmm.
um, Little Dr. Dre, and then of course, like Smashing Pumpkins, Nirvana, and then you got
Yeah.
that.
That was like early 90s though, wasn't it? More
Yeah,
so early 90s. Yeah. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Jesse, the whispering, coffee monsters,
Oh yeah.
because
Oh, I get it. I get it.
I like her videos. I find them to be relaxing. But
Oh, I
now
know you do.
you've inserted it. That's too funny. That's too funny. Oh yeah, Ariana Grande. Her voice is so pretty. Like I love her voice. And she has like such good range. Her voice is beautiful. Like you could not like her music, but you cannot say that she does not have a good voice because that girl can sing and she has like good range. Um, I'll tell y'all a singer who gets on my nerves. I bet Jesse knows. Who is the singer that gets on my nerves the most? Really? You don't know? Yeah. Oh yeah, Tupac and Dre, for sure. Christina Aguilera gets on my nerves.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, she
Look,
just
I know why because of the.
it's just it's so forced.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That might be an unpopular opinion. Like, she can sing. Like, I'm not saying she can't sing, but she
yeah.
just gets on my nerves. Like, she just gets on my nerves. That's all. She just annoys me. Yes, I love Tupac a
You
lot.
grew up in L.A. Hmm, but that was fun. I'm a little jelly.
Thank you, E. Yay, someone validated me. She is too much. It is too much. It's like, girl, like when she sang with Sabrina Carpenter, and like Sabrina's just singing. Like when you're just singing and having a dance or a jam session, you don't have to do vocal Olympics. You know what I'm saying? Like you can just sing. You
Yep.
don't have to do all that. Like, and that's what like every time I hear her, I just think vocal Olympics because it's like we know you can sing. You don't have to do all that. Like the great singers, right, had good control as well. Too much. I was like, girl, sit down, shut up. It was like she was trying to outdo Sabrina Carpenter. Also, anyway, and too
Probably
much.
was.
She gets on my nerves. I can't listen. I can't listen to her because it's just annoying. Like you remember when I used to watch The Voice? She got on
Yeah.
my nerves so bad. Like
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about her. I know what it is, but it's just
What is
y'all
it?
are really people like that. You're just like, ugh. Sorry. Okay, I'm done. I'm done ranting about her now. Thank you for listening.
Keeping it light.
And that is light. Is it not light?
I don't know.
Too much. Anyway, okay, that was a fun conversation. I think it's time. We've been on almost 100 minutes. So that's over an hour and 30 minutes.
Yep.
And I think we need to go to the grocery store
Yep.
and do some things. That's what it is. And it's not in a good way. Like, I think you can have main character energy, but like, it's like always, look at me.
Yep.
I don't know what happened to her, but she's annoying. That is all. Okay. So I think we are going to end our live. When are we going live? Wait, let me look in my planner because that's what I have it for. All right.
Yeah.
So next weekend we'll be going live on Sunday at 1 o'clock because Malaya is in a soft storm. Hold on, Stormy. I'll let
Did
you
you
in
tell
a minute.
did you tell everybody Storm got her period?
No, Storm is in heat, y'all. She is a woman now. She was late, very late. We thought
Very
she had been fixed because she turned 1 in October. But anyway, okay, we gotta say bye. Like we gotta quit doing these southern goodbyes and acting like so. Next week we'll be on
Sunday.
Sunday at 1 o'clock
We
instead of
got
Saturday
softball
because
tournament.
we have a softball tournament next weekend.
We'll be doing
So
softball all day.
yes. So I will see
The
y'all
orange?
next, huh?
What is the orange? Yes, the orange.
I don't know. What's that?
Read.
The ball? Orange?
Oh.
Ball? Orange? I don't know. What does that mean? Hold on, Ron, to clarify, please. Is it because she's orange, or are we talking about Christina Aguilera's orange? Okay, we gotta go. Yes, the Southern goodbye. I'm telling you, like it's like you're like bye, bye,
And it
bye, and
talking?
like we just keep talking. That's what people in the
That's
South
what
do.
we do.
That's what we do. All right, y'all. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next week. Bye.